Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a good day. I bid to Madam Shalina binti Nordin. So today in this video, me and my friends would like to present on our final assessment presentation. The topic, ethical issue related to human resource information system. The company that we choose is Amazon, IKEA and Sainsbury. Before we start, let me introduce my group members. My name is Nurul Najata Aisyah binti Ma'asan, followed by Nur Amira Batrisha binti Mandum, Nur Fitia Atira binti Saidi, Azurin Firzanah binti Muhammad Fazli, and also Ahmad Zulfahmi bin Hassan, all of us from section 2.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Amira Batisha binti Madum and I'm going to present about company background of IKEA, Amazon and also Sainsbury. So, for IKEA company background, IKEA founded by Ingvar Kamprad in 1943 is named after his initials and the farm where he grew up. Initially selling small items like pens and watches, IKEA began selling furniture in 1948. Known for affordable, functional home furnishings, the company revolutionized shopping with its ready-to-assemble furniture model and immersive in-store experience. The mission is to offer a wide range of well-designed, functional home furnishing at affordable prices, making them accessible to as many people as possible, while the vision is to create a better everyday life for the many people. IKEA operates globally with 483 stores in 63 countries and workforce about 216,000 employees. It is owned by two main groups, which is first is Inter IKEA Systems, which handling design and branding, and Inca Group, which operates most of the stores. Next, for Amazon company background, Amazon started by Jeff Bezos in 1994 as an online bookstore, expanded into e-commerce, cloud computing, which is AWS, and also AI. Amazon is known for innovation like the Kindle and Eco devices, changing the way consumers engage with technology. The mission is to constantly innovate to improve the customer experience across various sectors, including retail, cloud services, and also AI, while the vision is to be Earth's most customer-centric company where customers can find and discover anything they might want to buy online. Other than that, with over 1.5 million employees worldwide, Amazon's primary focus is customer satisfaction and also innovation, operating fulfillment centers and also tech hub across the globe. Next, for Sainsbury company background. Sainsbury was founded in 1869 by John James Sainsbury. Sainsbury's is the second largest grocery chain in the UK with over 600 supermarkets. The company offers foods, general merchandises, and also apparel, focusing on high quality products at the affordable prices. The mission is to provide high quality food and also general merchandise at affordable prices with a focus on excellent customer service, while the vision is to be better UK's most trusted retailer, focusing on great food, value and customer services. With over 141,000 employees, Sainsbury's is listed on the FTSE 100 index and remains a key player in UK retail, committed to providing excellent customer service.
So in this slide, I will be presenting on the ethical issue related to human resource information system. The three company that we choose, Amazon, Sainsbury, and also IKEA. So firstly is Amazon. Its ethical issue is excessive monitoring on its employee. So Amazon is an American multinational company, has been fined over 32 millions of euro or 27 million of pounds for its excessive monitoring activity on its employee. So this incident has happened in the 27 December 2023, where the investigation reveals that Amazon in France used operating system to monitor productivity, work performance, and employees' break. So the complaint received that employee informed that they Amazon using a handheld scanner to document tasks such as placing, removing, or packaging an item from the shelf. But in the same time, the scanner also able to utilize other function by assessing the employees' quality and periods of idleness. So, according to the Commission National de Informatique these liberties, CNIL, one of the French government entities responsible for enacting the law, stated that Amazon has been regarded as illegal and excessive, where the employee have to justify in each break. So CNIL has considered that Amazon retains the data for 31 days and have been breaching some of the GDPR, including non-compliances with data minimization principle, failing to ensure lawful data processing, and also violates related to employee work schedules and also evaluation. On the second company, Sainsbury facial recognition. So Sainsbury, the British supermarket chain, has been installing a face recognition technology in the selected to fight retail crimes such as shoplifting and also abuse of the employee in the store. So the main objective of this installation technology is to identify criminals who have been uh, committed violent or theft related crimes in the past and in other stores to protect the employee and also customers coming to the store, which this issue has been constantly affecting their employees daily operation, and also the system to notify the trained employees about this individual, so any preventive action can be taken immediately. So Sainsbury's has partnered with face watch, a business that offer a face recognition system that comply with the UK privacy laws and regulation. So with this installation of the technology, the reported crime in other retail setting has been reduced by 70%. So Sainsbury also targeting the same to reduce the crime reported in their stores. And last but not least is IKEA, spying workers. So IKEA also has been excessively spying their workers by um, paid a private investigator to obtain information about their employee and as well their customers. So IKEA has been ordered to pay $1.2 million in fines as these excessive spying workers. So this has been violating employees' privacy by looking through their employees' bank account information and occasionally pretending to write up reports on employee. Not only that, one of the executive in the IKEA also obtained the information illegally to figure out how an employee with a non-criminal record can purchase an in BMW. So with this is a time IKEA criminal activity could lead to the employee termination.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Azrin Frizana binti Muhammad Fazli, and I will continue with the challenges, which is of IKEA, Amazon, and Sainsbury. First, we will go to the IKEA. For IKEA, one of the main challenge was dealing with different privacy law across many countries. Because IKEA operates worldwide, it was difficult to protect employee data while following different rules, especially the strict General Data Protection Regulation (GDPR) law in Europe. Another challenge was employee trust. Some employees were worried that their personal data might be misused or monitored. They also didn't know clearly who had access to their information, which made by them feel uneasy. IKEA also faced global training difficulties. HR staff in different countries had different level of technology skills, so that the company needs to provide proper training on data privacy, how to use HRIS system, and how to follow the local laws. So next we will go to the Amazon. For Amazon, one major challenge was balancing productivity with employee well-being. Amazon need fast, real-time data to track work performance. But this creates a lot of stress of workers and affected their mental and physical health. Another challenge was the lack of transparency. Many employees did not understand how the collect data affected promotion, discipline, or even their job security. This caused fear and reduced trust in the company. Amazon also faced reputation risks, continuous complaints from workers, unions, and media made the public question Amazon's ethics and how the company treat its employee. This had a negative impact of Amazon image. And the last one is the Sainsbury. For Sainsbury, the first challenge was privacy and concern. Many customers and even staff may not know that their faces are being scanned, so it is difficult to get proper permission for collecting biometric data. Another challenge is the feeling of hidden or unfair data collection. Facial recognition can seem like secret surveillance, and people may feel watched without their knowledge or agreement. Sainsbury must also follow strict data protection laws such as General Data Protection Regulation, which is the GDPR, and the UK Data Protection Act. Since biometric data is a very sensitive, the company needs the strong legal reason and clear communication to justify using facial recognition technology. Next, we will go to the HRIS policies implemented by IKEA, Amazon, and Sainsbury. For IKEA introduced a global data privacy framework to protect employee information and improve trust. This policy requires employees to give clear consent before any non-essential data is collected. IKEA also practice data minimization, meaning that they only store information that is truly need for HR purpose. The company perform regular audit to ensure accuracy and compliance with privacy laws. IKEA also increased transparency by giving employee better access to their data and explain how it is used. This policy helps strengthen trust that show IKEA value employee rights. However, ongoing training and strong cybersecurity are still needed to keep the system safe. Overall, IKEA's approach showed that the ethical HRIS requires transparency, continuous monitoring, and compliance with international law. We will go to the Amazon. To reduce ethical concern, Amazon introduced several new HRIS policies. They now publish transparency report to show what data they collect from their employees and for what purpose. Amazon also created anonymous feedback channel so worker can report unfair treatment without fear. The company added wellness program and adjust performance metric to reduce stress from constant monitoring. In some warehouse, Amazon even tests reduce tracking during employees' break to support mental health. This action shows that the Amazon is aware of ethical issue and is trying to rebuild trust. However, many workers still question whether constant surveillance is fair. This creates an ongoing dilemma between operational efficiency and employee well-being. The last one is a Sainsbury. To manage ethical risks from facial recognition, Sainsbury's need the strong HRIS policies. First, the company should place clear notice at the store entrance and online to explain the facial recognition is being used and what data is collected. Biometric data must be protected through encryption and limited access, ensuring only authorized staff can view it. The company should also follow the data minimization by keeping face data only when necessary and automatically deleting it if not match appears. Regular accuracy and bias testing is needed to avoid misidentification and discrimination. If someone feeling wrongly flagged, they should have the right to request a human view instead of relying only on the system. Employee must also be trained on privacy rules and how to respond to alert calmly and ethically. Finally, an independent data ethics commit should review the facial recognition system before making any changes or expansion. This policy helps protect both customer and staff while ensuring the data technology is used responsibly.
Okay, next for ethical implications, IKEA Global Data Privacy Framework effectively ensures compliance with international regulations, including GDPR. The company emphasizes employee consent and transparency in data collection, empowering employees by giving them access to their personal data. Quarterly audits help maintain data integrity, boosting employee confidence in the HR process. However, cybersecurity risks remain a concern as sensitive data cloud be compromised, affecting the company's reputation. Additionally, ensuring global compliance with varying data privacy laws is challenging, and some employees remain skeptical about how their data is used, especially across regions. Overall, IKEA approach fosters transparency and trust but must address cybersecurity challenges to maintain data privacy effectiveness. Next for Amazon has implemented anonymous feedback systems and wellness programs to reduce the psychological stress caused by constant employee surveillance. These efforts aim to improve employee well-being while also making the surveillance process more transparent. And despite these initiatives, Amazon's invasive monitoring practices, particularly in warehouses, raise ethical concerns. The surveillance can dehumanize employees and lead to psychological stress. The lack of transparency in past data collection practices has led to mistrust among workers. While Amazon has made strides to improve transparency and employee involvement, its surveillance culture continues to create challenges in balancing employee welfare with organizational efficiency. Next, for company Sainsbury's, Sainsbury's has adopted facial recognition technology to combat shoplifting with a focus on transparency and informed consent. Employees are clearly informed about the data collected, how long it will be stored, and how to opt out. The company also uses data security measures and regularly tests the system for bias. However, the perception of constant surveillance remains an ethical concern. Even with opt-out options, some employees may feel uncomfortable or resistant to being monitored, impacting workplace morale. So, the company must continue to evaluate how the technology affects employee well-being. So, Sainsbury's effort is to balance privacy with security are very commendable. but it must ensure that employee comfort is not compromised and compromised in the process. Okay, so that's all from me. Next, I will pass to the next presenter to continue the session.
Okay, now I will compare how IKEA, Amazon, and Sainsbury handle ethical issue related to human resource information system or HRIS. Even though all three company use technology to manage large number of employees, the challenges they face are quite different. Starting with IKEA, the biggest ethical issue is related to employees' privacy and data control. One of the most serious case happened in France, where IKEA was accused of spying on employees by collecting personal information without proper permission. This incident highlighted that the company did not have strong enough control on how could access HR data. Because of this case, IKEA improved its HRIS policies by limiting data access and stringent data protection. This shows that IKEA is working to fix the problem, but it also proves that weak governance can create big ethical risks for global companies. And next is Amazon. Amazon has the most challenging in controversial HRIS issue. Amazon relies heavily on digital monitoring tools to track worker productivity, especially in warehouse. Their system collect real-time data using scanner, cameras, and algorithm. The problem is that this level of monitoring can become too intrusive. Can become and workers have reported feeling pressure and constantly watch. Another ethical concern about is automated decision making, where the system can issue um, automated decision making where the system can issue warning or even terminate employees without human involvement. This raises a question about fairness, transparency, and possible of bias algorithm. Although Amazon argue that monitoring have improved efficiency and safety, many critics believe the HRIS practice crossed the line into intrusive surveillance. Finally, Sainsbury has a more balanced approach to HRIS. Main ethical focus in on protecting employees' data and ensuring compliance with GDPR law in the UK. Unlike Amazon, Sainsbury, and use less intrusive monitoring system, they also try to be transparent about how employee information is collected and used. Their main challenges involve ensuring data accuracy, especially in areas like attendance performance record. Even though they still face ethical concerns, Sainsbury overall approach is more stable and responsible compared to the other company. And when we compare the three companies, we can see clear difference. IKEA struggle mainly with privacy and data misuse issue. Amazon faced the biggest ethical concern and due to over monitoring and algorithm decision making. Meanwhile, Sainsbury demonstrate better compliance, stronger data, and a more employees friendly HRIS. This comparison show that ethical HRIS management depend on how company balance technology with respect for employee right. That's all from me. Thank you.
Today I will be presenting about key insight and trend based on how three major companies, which is IKEA, Amazon, and Sainsbury, have handled ethical issues related to their HRIS system. Point 1. Reactive approach to ethical issue. First, a key insight is that all three companies took a reactive approach when addressing ethical concern. These ethical reforms often came after issues were made public or after reputational damage occurred. For IKEA took action only after the spying scandal was exposed, which led them to enhance their data control and access point. For Amazon, they improved its transparency and monitoring practices after facing criticism for excessive employee surveillance and pressure. For Sainsbury, they launched a full audit of its HRIS and implemented manual verification for payroll data only when payroll error damaged employee trust. For point number 2, which is auditing and transparency, auditing and transparency became essential tool for all three companies to manage their HRIS risk and restore confidence in their system, which is Amazon used transparency report to explain the data collection process and its extent, functioning, and as a self-audit. For Sainsbury, they conducted a thorough HRIS audit to identify the causes of payroll error and improve system accuracy. For IKEA, they perform regular audits to ensure compliance with privacy regulation and data accuracy. Next, privacy and monitoring concern. A significant trend observed across our company is growing concern around privacy and monitoring. Employees are becoming more aware of their rights when it's come to how their data is handled and how closely they are being monitored. In IKEA, their spying scandal raised significant privacy concern among employees. In Amazon, excessive surveillance in warehouse led to increased stress and fear among employees. In Sainsbury, payroll error led to concern about fairness as employees felt their compensation wasn't handled properly. For the last point is human oversight and training. Another important insight is that HRIS system need to be balanced with a human oversight. Companies have learned that automated HRIS processes must be complemented by human judgment to ensure fairness and accuracy. Sainsbury reintroduced human check to improve the accuracy of payroll processing. Amazon added feedback channel where employees could voice concern and ensure fairness in the monitoring process. IKEA emphasized global training for HR staff to improve their understanding of privacy. In conclusion, our analysis of IKEA, Amazon, and Sainsbury show that ethical issues in HRIS mainly revolve around privacy, transparency, and fairness in handling employee data. Across all three companies, we observed that their actions were mostly reactive, which is meaning they only improve their HRIS system after facing public criticism or losing employee trust. We also found that audit and transparency become very important tools for these companies. They use this method to rebuild confidence and ensure that employee data was being managed correctly. Another key takeaway is that automation cannot stand alone. Each company recognizes that the importance of human oversight to prevent error, unfair practices, and data misuse. Finally, training and awareness proved to be essential. Employee and HR teams need proper knowledge to handle data ethically and responsibly. Overall, the trend shows that companies must adopt more proactive and holistic ethical framework to protect employee rights and maintain integrity in a rapidly evolving digital environment.